Nithyanandam, with the auspicious grace and blessings of my Guru, His Holiness Paramahamsa Nithyananda Swami, I make this video today on not why sannyas, but why marriage. And it's more of a question from me to you, because I've been making several videos about why sannyas, and I'm going to go on making those videos. But I would like to hear from people who feel strongly about marriage, because I'm not able to understand it, actually. There was a point in my life where I assumed I would get married and that was the path, and that's just the way it is, and it was totally normal, and there's nothing wrong with it. And there's still nothing wrong with it. I don't feel, I can't say there's nothing wrong with it, but if you choose to do that, fine. My question is, see, before I met Swamiji and before I had these understandings on life, that was my cognition about marriage. But now, after I've met Swamiji, and after he's expanded my perception, and after he's shown me that fulfillment is inside of me, I don't need anyone or anything or any happening in my life to make me happy or to keep that fulfillment. So for me, it's obvious. Then why would you hang on to something you don't need? Why would you hang on to an idea that's not required when you can just do it just sitting here? For me, the simplest path is the best path. So I guess for my clarity, and so that I can address people's questions and explain sannyas as best possible, for anyone who's watching and you feel okay, I get what all these sannyasis are saying, it kind of makes sense, but I still feel it's not for me, and I kind of like the idea of marriage or having a companion or spending my whole life with someone, whatever, I would like to actually hear those questions and then address them in some future videos. So it's more just establishing a dialogue between you and me, and maybe it'll be a fun dialogue about sannyas versus marriage. So, because I think it's worth exploring, because whether you get married or not, if you're going to get married, you better be damn clear on why you're getting married, and what for you're getting married, and what you expect out of the marriage. So thinking about it, discussing it, being challenged about it is good, because if still at the end of the day you feel like it's the right thing for you, then you'll be more clear and even more ready for the idea and prepared for it. And if you've not heard of the concept of sannyas, and you've only heard of marriage, this is an opportunity to bring in that dimension of sannyas. So people know that there's another option out there other than marriage or being alone as a bachelor or bachelorette. There's also something called sannyas. So the purpose of this video is to just, if anyone's watching, whoever it is, whenever it is, just please post your questions, thoughts on why you still think marriage is better, or if you feel sannyas is for you, how you came to that conclusion, or if you have any clarifications on it. Would really, really love to hear from you, because I feel I'm so clear on it that it's hard to even understand why people get married, or why they stay married after meeting Swamiji. Why don't they just jump into sannyas? It's not even, I've heard many people say sannyas is a spontaneous decision, and it is, because it's something you've really not thought of, and once you decide it, that moment is spontaneous. But I feel when I say that, it's almost like I'm saying there was no it doesn't show that there was such a logic and intelligence that came with making the decision of sannyas. Because when I stack up everything, if I forget just the pull for sannyas or the call of my being into Swamiji, yes, all those things made the decision happen, made it what it was. But even if I take all of that aside, and if I just look at what marriage is, what is the success of marriages, how society cognizes marriages, what are our expectations in marriage against what sannyas is, what are the expectations of a sannyasi, how a sannyasi cognizes life, what does a sannyasi do day to day. Like, if I actually compare those things, to me, there's no comparison. So that's why I wanted to just bring out the discussion and invite you to participate. And if you have any questions for me or comments, please do message me. Okay, thank you so much, and Nithyanandam.